Hello, hello. This is Pat with Petresca Papers. It is the 1st of May, 2024. And it's about time I got out here into the Bluebird Bungalow to do some creating. I have a new kit for us today. And as you can see, I have my bookshelf out here and I have my first edition little library books. I will put a link below to this video and where you can purchase the digital kit. I also have here to the side of me the freebies that have been given or are out there that you can add to your library. But there's a space here. What the heck? We're going to have to do something about that. So, let me move these out of the way and introduce you to the Little Library Books 2nd edition digital kit. In this kit, you will get, it's pretty much the same footprint as the first. There are 5 covers, 5 signature pages, and a page of book plates. So we have this pretty purple and green, the Queen of Quilparte. You know, I don't choose it for the name of the cover usually. Then there's their Heart's Desire. Kind of looks like a wedding, but not necessarily. And then there's a teal and a red, which is Little Red Riding Hood in French. Now, I do have to tell you, I think I did choose it for that title. Then there is a blue one, and it's The Language of Flowers. It's kind of not very clear right there. But those are the 5 books. Very colorful, all of them. And then the 5 signature papers. There is it's very faint, but it's kind of like a handmade paper and a grid paper and a lined paper and kind of one that's got some print on it and a polka dot. My printer had a hiccup. And the book plates. So I am going to do some prep. I'm going to come back and make one with you. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Here are the 5 books that are in the kit. There's Little Red Riding Hood in French. I have not sewn all of the pages in, or the signatures. This is The Language of Flowers. The Queen of Quilparte, which is a pretty purple and green. Ilse, which is a lovely teal. And their Heart's Desire, kind of a lavender with some gold. So those are the 5 books in the Little Library Books edition, 2nd edition. And it is a digital kit. It will be linked below. Thanks. All right, I have done some basic prep and I want to show you what I've done. Pardon me. I did cut off the white on the bottom of the book cover. This will get trimmed when we put these together. We'll make it even and we'll fold it even. I scored down the middle. So we have the half and half, and then I scored on the spine. Now this one I'll probably go in and fix that kit so that this will be at the same place. It doesn't really matter because it is a spine and it isn't going to show a lot. I have taken my papers and I cut off all the white. Mine I cut to, where are you? There you are. I cut mine to 5 1/4. All right, so that there's a little on the outside, and I cut my pages to 3 1/2. I think I could have done 3 1/4, but they are 3 1/2. And then I have laid them on to the spine, and I have made a mark where the holes are that we're going to sew it in. I also put a T so I know top, so that I don't get them all confused, because there may be just a bit of difference where those holes are from top and bottom. So I'm going to set those aside. I have just some jute that I've cut into lengths, and I've got my blunt needle to sew in. So I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to get started on the cover. This is so easy, and I've heard from so many of you, this is one of your favorite little quick, easy projects to do. So that makes me happy. I've got a piece of, boy, you're wearing out. I've got a piece of just some styrofoam, and while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and punch my holes. Not necessarily the order this needs to be done in. Okay, and while we're punching, let's go ahead and punch these pages. And I think I am going to carefully fold them so that that is right in the center, there and there. Come on. And fold it back around, keeping that T to the top. Come on, there we go. Did I? I don't know, is my awl? I don't think it's my awl. I think it's my piece of styrofoam that doesn't have much strength in it right now. I'm going to have to find me another one. Let's see, let's put it on this edge. Maybe there's a little more, yeah, there's a little more resistance there. All right, so they're punched and ready to be sewn in. Okay, so now we need to sew them in. But let's do our trimming. That's what we need to do. So once it's folded in half, I'm going to trim the white off of the cover. Right? Come on. And I'm going to do some distressing so that won't show. And then let's do this bottom. I don't know. It looks like I folded crooked. Let's see if we can get that straightened up. That looks good. That looks good. Much better. And cut this. So I hope you are all well, happy, feeling creative. This May Day. That sounds like I'm on a ship and I've got problems. And I'm not on a ship and I don't have problems. That's a little white. I'll have to look at that on the kit. But for now, I am just going to do some distressing and hide it all the way around both the front and the lining and along this top edge. If you are new to my channel and have just found me, welcome. If you are one of my loyal subscribers, welcome back. It's always nice to see that you've tuned in. Love seeing your comments. So always just drop a comment, give me a thumbs up. It really helps. It helps me to feel like all of this is worthwhile. Okay, I may have to do a little trimming because you know when you fold the paper, it doesn't always do what you want it to do. Because paper has a little mind of its own. All right, we are going to sew in our signatures. And I think I'm not going to talk during this. That's a hard thing for me. And I'm just going to speed through it. I did that on, gosh, what was it? I sped through, and I did not cut the audio. Not one of you mentioned how funny I sounded. I sounded like a chipmunk. It's kind of a fun thing. All right, I am going to, again, check T. This is the top, even though it's kind of the middle. It looks kind of odd. Okay, come on. Go through there. I am putting my knots on the inside so that so that the binding, or so that the, yeah, well, not the binding, so that the cover can lay flat as possible. All right, let's come out with this. Which one? Which one? There. All right. I do right, left over right, and right over left. I'm talking, and so I guess I'm still at regular speed. There are some other little videos on how to use these little books. One is as an ephemera holder. Of course, as a journal, and I think a cute little travel journal would be great. So I will link the playlist for the little books. We've got signatures. All right, great. I am going to give this a brush with a bone folder so it will be, and remember where I want it folded, and I think I'll do the same with that spine. All right, we are almost done. believe it or not. So what we're going to do is put adhesive on here. And for quickness and not getting it terribly wet, I'm going to use a tape runner. Of course, you can use whatever glue you could use. Glue stick, but I would recommend using glue stick and maybe wet glue around the edges. So here we go. I am cooking up some freebies for this month. I usually like to try to start out with a freebie at the first of the month. And it is going to be the first of the month, but it's not going to be today, I don't think. Unless I get very, very ambitious. All right, here we go. I'm going to fold that over and give it a really good burnish down. And maybe that binding will stay put. I think what usually happens is where we see the paper bulking at what we want is just this little curve there, which I'm good with. And I see it is pretty much on all of them. So here we go. You ready? Fold that. And fold that. And that's where it happens, is when you fold. But our edges look great. Oh, you are cute. I love Little Red Riding Hood. And I thought this was so cute. So let's put it into the shelf. Okay. And the link to how to make this shelf, there's two versions I think that I did, right? I can't remember, but it will be in the link for the little books. And see, this one is a little bit taller. You know, I need to go add Little Red Riding Hood to that so that you know what it is. I can't sit this up very good because then you're not going to see. But cute Little Red Riding Hood book and all of our little papers in here. I'm going to go ahead and it's a decent eraser. You know how erasers get old on pencils, and I think you are exactly that. Just erase those T's off of there so we can't see them. All right. All right, kids. Oh, wait. We're not done yet. We need a book plate. Let's put in our book plate. I remember my mother having book plates that she had made for her that had her name imprinted on them. Let's do a little distressing around this edge. And I think let's pull. Need a piece of paper. Oh, here's something I can use. Looks like it was going to be some kind of a junk mail thing. All right. Book plate right there. cute. All right. I am going to go ahead and be making the other books. They will be pushed to the front so that you'll be able to see all 5, either the front or the back. I'm not sure, but just watch for it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And watch for the links if you need to go pick up this cute and easy little little library book edition, second edition. All right, you know what I mean. The second edition of the little library books. Sorry. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.